welcome. Steve's Virtual Piano Bar is on the air. So I did a last-minute audio check. I hope it's sounding good. If not, please let me know. I need to get my comment section on the screen. So I hope everybody's doing well. Today was a good day here. We're starting to feel a wee, tiny, itty-bitty crack in the signs of spring. Hey, Amy. Hi, how are you? And the Moose are here. There's Murray and Murphy and Misty. Misty's kind of hogging the show here, though. There's Murray and Murphy. And here is little Misty. We had added to our crew here with the Moose. And she's back there, too. So welcome. And hey, Doug Butler is here representing North Carolina. The Sparks girl is here representing Oklahoma. Amy is here representing the entire Midwest, probably. Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad to be here. So it's good signs of spring, and I've been opening with this song a few times lately, and I guess it's because I like it. It's a Sinatra. Yeah. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I are just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray someday, I'm gonna feel the way I do today. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I are just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, wonderful fling to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today. You make me feel so. You make me feel so. You make me feel so young. Ooh, a new ending. Didn't plan that one. All right. Okay. I guess I came here to play some songs. It's good to see nice little crowd here to start off with. Great. Everybody was coming along on this Sunday. The time change, maybe you didn't have to be anywhere today, and if in case you didn't know, the clocks will spring ahead 1 hour for most people. So I wonder if the Arizona contingent forgot to set Arizona doesn't set their clocks ahead. They stay on the same time. So I wonder if there was any confusion on that, because now they are 3 hours behind. Yeah. So maybe they were tuning in an hour ago and didn't see me on broadcasting, and they thought, oh, Steve's not broadcasting today, but I am. I'm here. So little Burt Bacharach. Let's see. I just love Burt Bacharach, but what would be a good one to do? Oh, here we go. The Look is in the title. The Look. The look of love is in your eyes. Oh, look, your smile can't disguise. The look of love is saying so much more than just words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, it takes my breath away. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you, now that I have found you. The look of love is on your face, a look that time can't erase. Be mine tonight, let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and seal it with a kiss. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you, now that I have found you. Of love is on your face, a look that time can't erase. Be mine tonight, let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and seal it with a kiss. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you, now that I have found you. Don't ever go, don't ever go. Jamming. ending with that minor major seventh. Yeah. That's a minor chord, and then you put, instead of, usually a minor chord has the minor seventh, but sometimes you put that major seventh and it gives a little eerie feeling to it, kind of a cool jazzy feeling. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, play some jazzy stuff. Yeah. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. Sparks Girls mentioned it. Today is my birthday, and I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, why not? And that's why I opened with that song. But here's, this song that I should know the words to, but I have to. Did I forget to bring the words with me today? Well, yeah. Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. That's the way I feel. Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you will find, to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams. And life gets more exciting with each passing day. And love is either in your heart or on its way. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? It's much rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, think of all you'll derive out of being alive. And this is the best part, you have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, think of all you'll derive out of being alive. And this is the best part, you have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. All right. Okay. I hope everybody's doing well. I don't know if Sinatra did this song, but I'm going to keep wearing the hat anyway, just because. But this is a song. 30 minutes before I was supposed to start, like a half hour before the starting time, I said, "Do I have time to learn a new song?" I mean, it is a new song that I've never performed before, except that I remember anyway. But it's a song I've heard vaguely before. John Coltrane did it. It's kind of a 50s pop song, but I don't remember when it was popular, even though I was actually alive during the 50s, believe it or not. But so, speaking of age, I'm too young, or the topic of the song is too young to go steady. So maybe some of you can relate to that. I don't know. But to go steady. Too young, I hear her say. She says we're not ready. But then why am I feeling this way? Too young. So she tells me. She says we'll have to wait. But then why wait till it may be too late? Can't she realize she drives me wild? Is she made of stone? Must she always act just like a child? Won't she ever own up? We're grown up. Someday she'll be sorry. Someday just wait and see. She'll wish she'd gone steady with me. Can't she realize she drives me wild? Is she made of stone? Must she always act just like a child? Won't she ever own up? We're grown up. Someday she'll be sorry. Someday just wait and see. She'll wish she'd gone steady with me. Yeah, that's a first for Steve's virtual piano bar. All right. Yeah, well, okay, it'll get better next time I do it. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it. Let's take a chance. Why be afraid of it? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try to make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other, to be or not to be. Let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Now is the time for it while we are young. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it. Let's take a chance. Why be afraid of it? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try to make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other, to be or not to be. Let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Now is the time for it while we are young. Let's fall in love. Let's fall in love. All right. Hey, Miles Green is in the house. And Neil, good to see you. Neil. I know you from somewhere. And Miles is celebrating a birthday this month too, so happy birthday to Miles and me. Yep, we have our birthdays in the same week, so I'm going to go back to a little Burt Bacharach song, I think. Or I don't know, I'm open if you guys want to request a song. I'm here to, just have some fun and play some tunes, and I could do this James Taylor's. Anyway, my mind is just racing like crazy. I think I'm going to need to take my break a little early tonight, maybe, or not. Okay, Burt Bacharach. This will get me centered here. This great Burt Bacharach song. This Guy's in Love with You. Yeah, we missed you on your birthday. We were celebrating talking about your birthday last week. Anyway, Burt Bacharach, This Guy's in Love with You. You see this guy's in love with you. You know it's true. He looks at you the way I do when you smile. I can tell we know each other very well. How can I show you? I'm glad I got to know you, 'cause I've heard some talk. They say you think I'm fine. Yes, I'm in love. What I'd give to make you mine. Tell me now, is it so? Don't let me be the last to know. My hands are shaking. Don't let my heart keep breaking. Yes, I'm in love. This guy's in love. Say you're in love with this guy. If not, I'll just die. I've heard some talk. They say you think I'm fine. Yes, I'm in love. What I'd give to make you mine. Tell me now, is it so? Don't let me be the last to know. My hands are shaking. Let my heart keep breaking. Yes, I'm in love. This guy's in love. Say you're in love with this guy. If not, I'll just die. Kevin McQuaid, haven't heard from you in a while. Kevin McQuaid, all the way from Arizona. You must have got the time change figured out. Arizona doesn't worry about time changes, so they may not have told everybody in Arizona that the rest of the country was changing the clocks. So good to see you, Kevin. Sandra Jones, nice to see you too. And Sheldon, all right, good to see you. Fantastic. Ron Melman is in the house. Fantastic. I always like to do a Duke Ellington tune, and I'm going to do this one. Ron Melman made me think of this song. It's an instrumental, and it's just a beautiful song. It was written actually by Billy Strayhorn for the Duke Ellington Orchestra. It's called Daydream. Expression. When you play, you always want to play with some expression. And this song really allows you to do that because it's just such a beautiful melody. Daydream. Sometimes it's spelled as one word and sometimes it's spelled as two words. I think the proper title is two words. Daydream. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure. going to go down to Mexico. South of the border, down Mexico way. That's where I fell in love when stars above came out to play. Now as I wander, my thoughts ever stray. South of the border, down Mexico way. She was a picture in old Spanish lace. Just for a tender while I kissed a smile upon her face. 'Cause it was fiesta and we were so gay. That means happy. South of the border, down Mexico way. Then she smiled as she whispered mañana, never dreaming that we were parting. Then I lied as I whispered mañana, 'cause our tomorrow never came. South of the border, I went back one day. There in a veil of white, by candlelight, she knelt to pray. The mission bells told me that I mustn't stay. South of the border, down Mexico way. She smiled as she whispered mañana, never dreaming that we were parting. Then I lied as I whispered mañana, 'cause our tomorrow never came. South of the border, I rode back one day. There in a veil of white sheet, candlelight, she knelt to pray. The mission bells told me that I mustn't stay. South of the border, down Mexico way. South of the border, down Mexico way. Yaman, yaman, as they say on Mackinac Island, yaman. South of the border, down Jamaica way. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting about that time to take a little break. Hey, Miles. Yeah. Thanks for the phone call, Miles. I didn't get a chance to call you back, but I really appreciate it. Miles has a lovely voice, by the way. Yeah, you could use that more in your act, probably. But I wonder if I could play it. Would I be able to play this on the broadcast? Miles singing Happy Birthday? I don't know if I can. I don't have the technical know-how to do that. Oh, well. But, and again, I appreciate it. Thanks. I'm going to take a little break. Yeah. Unless there's another song request that I should do. Anyway. Wow, it's great to see such a group here. I got my favorite here because it's my birthday. I get my favorite brand. Clos du Bois. It's not expensive. It's like you can get it sometimes for $10. So we're getting a little break in the weather up here. Thank goodness. I talked to one of my best high school buddies in Wisconsin today, and he's pretty far north in Wisconsin, and he has no snow on the ground. We have snow on the ground up here, by the way, where I live here in Vanderbilt, Michigan, which is about 40 miles south of the Mackinac Bridge. And we have snow on the ground. It is above freezing, but it just hasn't all melted yet. And there's kind of a lot of ice. And also, those of you who, Sandy knows this, she lives up here at north, there's potholes because of After the ice freezes on the road up here, some of these country roads have potholes that are kind of dangerous, really. Okay, I'm having trouble getting this bottle wide open. I've done this before, haven't I? Yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming here. This is the way I want to spend my birthday, hanging out with you guys. So 60 today in Detroit. Yeah. Yep. Oh, okay. Thank you for your birthday wishes, Lanny. I appreciate that. So what else is happening up lately? Here we go. Not too much news. We spring is coming, so I'm thinking of doing a little session here of. I've done this before. Songs about spring. There's so many great songs about spring. Hey, Romaine. North Carolina has gone to summer. That's what I hear. Uh-oh. Well, this is not going too well. But I get a chance to talk a little more here. Blah, 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 blah. We definitely have not had summer here yet. The ice was melting so fast yesterday. I had like a lake here in my parking lot here by my studio in Vanderbilt up here. So, gee, I hope I don't have to. There we go. Pop. Robins. Oh, they've got Hey, thanks for the birthday wishes, Romaine. Robins and Romaine. Are you downstate now, or are you still up here in Petoskey? Anyway, here, cheer. I'm going to pair, and I go away from the piano. Boy, I'm taking a really long break. The boss is going to get on me about this one. Petoskey, Robins and Petoskey. All right. You must believe in spring. Wow, that is a great. I'm going to do that during my spring set. When I do that, I might, although I might have it. I don't know if I have it here. Oh well. Cheers, everybody. L'chaim, slancha, prost, skol. I'm sure I forgot something. Sante. Cheers, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great evening. Yeah, that's good. Celebrating the birthday. I was going to do it. Oh, I did the Duke Ellington song, but there's always room to do two Duke Ellington songs. Not the first long break I've ever taken. Oh, what are you saying, Sparks Girl? That could be true. Yeah, could be true. I'm going to do a song that I did on my album From Paris with Love. And it's a great Duke Ellington song called Just a Lucky So-and-So. If I remember the words. As I walk down the street, seems everyone I meet gives me a friendly hello. I guess I'm just a lucky so-and-so. The birds in every tree sing all so merrily. They sing wherever I go. I guess I'm just a lucky so-and-so. If you should ask the amount in my bank account, I'd have to confess I'm slipping. But that don't worry me. Confidentially, I got a dream that's pippin'. And when the day is through, each night I hurry to a home where love waits, I know. I guess I'm just a lucky so-and-so. Gonna play some blues. If you should ask the amount in my bank account, I'd have to confess that I'm slipping. But that don't worry me. Confidentially, I got a dream that's pippin'. And when the day is through, each night I hurry to a home where love waits, I know. I guess I'm just a lucky so-and-so. I guess I'm just a lucky so-and-so. Yaman, yaman. Well, I saw the word summer here in the chat somewhere. Oh, it was Doug. Early summer in North Carolina. So we're going to do a little summertime. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich, and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, oh darling, in the summertime. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing la 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 la. You're gonna spread your wings, take to the sky. Till that morning, there ain't nothing can harm you. With your daddy and your mama standing by. We gotta swing it now. I can swing that. We're going to have a bass solo by Mr. Lefty here. Very rare bass solo. Let's hear it for Lefty. Yay! Oh, thank you. Here's another song from the same opera. Necessarily so. Ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. I'll keep going. Ain't necessarily so. No, not necessarily. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. It ain't necessarily so. Don't you cry. See what else I got in my sleeve here. Oh, yeah, George Gershwin was my dad's favorite composer. I don't. He might have said something. He never told me outright, but I could tell it was his favorite. He loved Rhapsody in Blue and all those Gershwin compositions. I love George Gershwin. He's in my top, right at the top. But I think I have to always go number one with Irving Berlin. I just love his songs. And Irving Berlin has got so many great songs. I'm not going to do White Christmas or Easter Parade. I could. It's coming up soon, but I'm going to do another Irving Berlin song, Say It Isn't So. Say it isn't so, say it isn't so. Everyone is saying you don't love me, say it isn't so. Everywhere I go, everyone I know whispers that you're growing tired of me, oh say it isn't so. People say that you found somebody new, and it won't be long before you leave me. Say it isn't true. Say that everything is still okay. That's all I want to know. What they're saying, say it isn't so. Oh, people say that you found somebody new, and it won't be long before you leave me. Say it isn't true. Say that everything is still okay. That's all I want to know. What they're saying, say it isn't so. Irving Berlin. Jim Scheffler is in the house. over on the YouTube side. Here's another Irving Berlin song. How much do I love you? I'll tell you no lie. How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? How many times a day do I think of you? How many blossoms are sprinkled with dew? How far would I travel to be where you are? How far is the journey from here to a star? And if I ever lost you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? Okay, swing it, Steve. Do I love you? I'll tell you no lie. How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? How many times a day do I think of you? How many roses are sprinkled with dew? How far would I travel to be where you are? How far is the journey from here to a star? And if I ever lost you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? Here's another Irving Berlin. I think I do this song quite often because I just love it. I hope you do too. There may be troubles ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Before the fiddlers have fled, before they ask us to pay the bill, and while we still have the chance, let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune. And then there may be teardrops to shed, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Dance, let's face the music and dance. will be without that moon, humming a different tune. And then there may be teardrops to shed, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance, dance. Let's face the music and dance. There's that minor chord with a major seventh in it. D minor, and then you put the C sharp in there instead of the minor seventh. You put in that major seventh with the minor chord. Very mysterious sounding chord. I love it. Anyway, what am I talking about that for? Okay. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good time. Play a couple more songs, I guess. Why not? So tomorrow's Monday. Today was Sunday. And spring is coming somewhere around March 20th. I think it's March 20th this year. I'm gonna do a little spring set, I think, a little theme for one of the piano bars of songs about spring. However, that might not come till April because March can be still kind of testy here in northern Michigan. But I know that Romaine likes that song about the silver plane. I know. Do I have the words to that somewhere? Well, you always have the words to the song on your phone. So, why not? Why don't I try to throw that one in there? Oh, Sunny Gets Blue. What a beautiful song. Ron Melma. I'll do that one first, and then we'll see if I can find the words to this other song. I probably can. Let's see. So here we go. I'm going to do Sunniest Blue. Sunniest Blue. This song has a lot of 2-5-1s in it. I'm talking about that in the jazz piano class. The 2-5-1s. And there's a little thing we didn't talk about. In the third and fourth measures, it starts on a. I'm gonna do it up a step. It's originally in E flat, but my voice is feeling higher today, so I'm gonna do it in F. So F is one whole step above E flat. So Sunny Gets Blue. There's a thing called a backdoor 2-5, where you take the 4 minor seventh and then go to a flat seventh dominant. Never mind. I'm just gonna do the song. When Sunny Gets Blue. When Sunny gets blue, her eyes get gray and cloudy, then the rain begins to fall. Pitter patter, love is gone, so what can matter? No sweet lover man comes to call. When Sunny gets blue, She breathes a sigh of sadness like the wind that stirs the trees, and that sets the trees to swaying like some violins are playing weird and haunting melodies. People used to love to hear her laugh, see her smile. That's how she got her name. Since that sad affair, she's lost her style, changed her style. Somehow she's not the same. But memories will fade, pretty dreams will rise up, other dreams fell through. Hurry, new love, hurry here to kiss away each lonely tear and hold her near when sunny gets blue. Thanks, Miles. People used to love to hear her laugh, see her smile. Somehow she's not the same. Since that sad affair, she's lost her smile, changed her style. Somehow she's not the same. But memories will fade, pretty dreams will rise up where her other dreams fell through. Hurry, new love, hurry here to kiss away each lonely tear and hold her near when sunny gets blue. Hurry, new love, hurry here to kiss away each lonely tear and hold her near when sunny gets blue. Yeah, what a great song. I'm embarrassed to say I don't even know the author of that song. I don't know who wrote that song. I know that Barbara Streisand sang probably the original version of it. Back when I was just a small lad. Back in the day. Anyway, this is fun. I'm going to just play a couple more songs just for fun. I have to tell you, this is so much like playing the piano bars that I did in Chicago and other places too. You sit around with a group about this size, and sometimes less people, sometimes more people, but you play all these great songs and people listen to them, and some people will say, "Hey, can you play any Sinatra?" And one of the comeback lines is, it's hard to play any song that isn't Sinatra. It's hard to think of it. I think Sinatra probably did When Sunny Gets Blue. I believe he did. What Sinatra song am I thinking of? She gets too hungry for dinner at 8. She likes the theater but never comes late. She never bothers with people she hates. That's why the lady is a tramp. Won't go to crap games with barons and earls. Won't go to Harlem dressed in ermine and pearls. Won't dish the dirt with the rest of the girls. That's why the lady is a tramp. She likes that free, fresh, cold wind in her hair. Life without care. I'm oak, that's oak. Hates California, where it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady is a tramp. Of course, this song is irony. The lyrics don't really mean what you might hear. He's saying the lady. He's effectively saying the lady is anything but a tramp. She had all these pure ideals and sweet thoughts about her. But it's just a little hidden meaning in the lyrics. By Lorenz Hart. Wrote the lyrics, by the way. I'm sorry I'm talking during the song and probably ruining the song. I'll just be quiet. Swing it! Swinging. Ray Collingwood, hello, and thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm talking over the song again, but that's okay. Too hungry for dinner at 8. She likes the theater, but she never comes late. And she never bothers with people she hates. That's why the lady is a tramp. Won't go to crap games with barons and earls. And she won't go to Harlem dressed in ermine and pearls. Won't dish the dirt with the rest of the girls. That's why the lady is a tramp. She likes that free, fresh, cold wind in her hair. Life without care. I'm broke, that's oak. Hates California, where it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady is. That's why the lady is. That is why the lady is a tramp. Yeah. Okay. Woo. Okay. I just have to have a brief moment here. Just a minute. How can I do this? Okay, I'm back. I just had to cough or something like that. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Um, oh, I don't know if hold on. Let's see if I can do this song or not. But if Romaine is still here, I don't know if Romaine's here. If you're, even if she's not here, this is a great song by Joe Stafford. That's right. I need a break. Okay. It's been a while since I've done this song, so it's going to take me a while to get into it. But yeah, this will help. Thanks for that suggestion, Ray. Okay. We'll do it in B flat. Okay. I've always wanted to see the pyramids. I mean, how many here have seen the pyramids? I think that would be awesome. You know, they don't really know when those pyramids were built. See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise on a tropic isle. But just remember, darling, all the while, you belong to me. See the marketplace in old Algiers. Send me photographs and souvenirs. Just remember, when a dream appears, you belong to me. I'd be so alone without you. Maybe you'll be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember, till you're home again, you belong to me. I'll be so alone without you. Maybe you'll be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember, when you're home again, you belong to me. Well, and now the end is near, and that could be lyrics to a song. Now the end is near. That song has a beautiful melody, that song that Frank Sinatra did. The lyrics are a little bit self-centered, my way, but still, it's worth it just to play it for the melody, maybe. That song originally had French lyrics. And the title was Comme d'habitude, which means as usual in French, but the French lyrics were really not that good. Then they took the song over to some American publishers and tried to find some English lyrics to it, and one of the first composers that tried that was David Bowie, of all people. He wrote lyrics to it, and that never went anywhere. So finally Paul Anka took that melody, the French melody, and put his lyrics to it and gave it to Frank Sinatra. And Frank Sinatra, because he has kind of a self-centered image, maybe, or not. I don't know if even Frank liked the song, but it became his biggest song. Elvis also did the song too. Anyway, I'm going to do the song. I very rarely do it here on Virtual Piano Bar, but it does have, you have to admit, it has a nice melody. And now the end is near, so I face the final curtain. My friend, it's clear I've stated my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, and I saw it through without exemption. I planned each chartered course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. For there were times, I'm sure you knew, I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and I spit it out. I faced it all and I stood tall. I did it my way. I've loved, laughed and cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, much more than this, I did it my way. For there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and I spit it out. I faced it all and I stood tall. I did it my way. The French chanson turned into a big hit for Frank Sinatra with the English lyrics. And Christine wants to hear Yardbird Suite. Getting requests for Charlie Parker, that is great. You gotta love that. When you're at a piano bar and you get a request for a Charlie Parker song, you know you're dealing with some hip music listeners, because it's my birthday, I'm going to just pour just a wee little teeny more bit, just a little, like a third of a glass. That's it. I have to be very careful because There's a lot of potholes on that road driving back to my house tonight. Yardbird Suite is a song that was done by Charlie Parker. Charles Yard. It's got lyrics to it, but boy, what I remember is a man they say made his place a mystery. I'm not going to do the lyrics. Just going to play it pure bebop. Charlie Parker. And in case you don't know who Charlie Parker is, I think all of you do, but he was an innovator. They called it modern jazz back in the late 40s. It was called bebop. That's where the term bebop came from the music that Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie formulated back in the late 40s. And they would play these kind of trippy music licks, and it wasn't not very commercial. It didn't really hit the top of the commercial charts. But it was very fascinating to musicians, and still is. And we're still learning the bebop songs that Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie and others created back in the late 40s, early 50s. So, here's called Yardbird. And by the way, Yardbird was his nickname. Charlie Parker was called Yardbird. I know there's a story there, but I kind of know. I don't really. You have to look it up on Wikipedia if you want to know the story. Why was he called Why was Charlie Parker called Yardbird? Okay, let me get a good start here. Yardbird Suite. Swinging it. Yep. All right. Thank you all for coming to Steve's Virtual Piano Bar on my birthday. And thank you for all the great birthday wishes. And thank you all for showing up and coming, most of all. And I'm going to do a goodbye song? I don't know which one to do. Every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little. Why the gods above me, who must be in the know, think so little of me, they allow you to go. When you're near, there's such an air of spring, yes, about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor every time we say goodbye. When you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor every time we say goodbye. Everybody have a great week. I plan to be back next Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget about the time change. You guys in Arizona, it's different time span for Arizona. So have a good week. Thanks. I love you all.